These New York charges, residential mortgage fraud, among them, one of the most serious. So he's looking at 1 to 3 years minimum, 8 to 25 years maximum. These are huge ranges, but those would be inescapable, right? There's nothing a president can do to pardon on a state charge. James is the first Attorney General of New York to be indicted by the Justice Department, and it follows a nearly 6-month investigation into claims of mortgage fraud. Now, that is a charge the United States Justice Department rarely brings against individuals, but of course, James is not an ordinary individual. Trump considers her an enemy after she sued him in 2022, accusing Trump of lying about his real estate empire and inflating the value of his properties.
I want you all to practice a new word we have here in the Common Sense Nation. I want you to practice saying, so what? Letitia James has been indicted, and I'm going to tell you why I want you to say that word. We're going to deal with some of the issues and the facts, but practice saying, so what? Whenever they tell you that Donald Trump is using the DOJ and the FBI to go after his political opponents, your answer is, so what? Didn't you do it? Well, 2 wrongs don't make a right, so what? In my eyesight, it do, so what? Well, Donald Trump is a fascist, so what? I like fascists. I hate that you think he's a fascist. See, they want you to respond. They want you to get sidetracked by calling names. So if they say he's Adolf Hitler, if they say he's racist, if they say he didn't want certain people living in his building, say, so what? I don't want you living in my building either. Get over it. Are you serious? Do you really believe that? Absolutely, I believe it with all the fiber of my being. But here's the kicker, though. Letitia James broke the law. And as she said, no one, and I mean no one, is above the law, according to Big Face James, according to Moon Pie Face James, according to Rasputius. No one is above the law. Now, it don't matter how big your face is, and by the way, she has a very large face. That is a face only a mother can love, and she's got to be jabbing. Listen here, you big Lebesian. You should enjoy prison. You can have your own cell block. You can make commissary. You can run the whole block and everything. It should be a great experience for you. You are Lebesian, aren't you? Here's the thing. You put down that this particular Virginia home was your primary resident. Is that a fact? On the application, you redid the application several occasions, and you got a favorable loan. You say it. Nobody has a right to manipulate the system and get more favorable loan, no matter who they are. Now, it's obvious that that's not your primary residence because your cousin or your lesbian lover or somebody lives in the home. But I can guarantee it ain't you. You are the attorney of New York, so they can't be your primary residence. It's not your vacation home. You're lying about that. You got a favorable loan. Use a lawyer. You should know better. And a jury of your peers, because if I'm not mistaken, Virginia went like 70-30 towards Democrats. So these are people who agree with you on most things. And they looked at the evidence and they said that Big Face Tish is guilty of voter fraud. By the way, didn't you put on there that you were married to your father? Are you married to your father? Asking for a friend. You weren't married to your father. It's not your primary residence. So you got a more favorable loan, and you did it year after year after year while you was prosecuting other people. That makes you a hypocrite. So I don't want to hear anything about these liberals who's clutching their pearls. We're going to get you a fainting couch too. You can pass out on the fainting couch. And if you says that Donald Trump is using the military and he's using the National Guards to just violate people's rights who are illegal, so what? Did they break the law? He has no right to do that. Do you agree with him ignoring the Constitution? So what? You don't care about the Constitution, so please don't go there with me. Well, I think that we have laws in this country, and I think that Donald Trump is abusing the laws. So what? I heard Donald Trump say the N-word one time. So what? Are you an N-word? Okay then. Well, shut up then. I don't really care about you trying to change the subject. The bottom line is Big Tish broke the law. And if you know anything, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a mortgage lawyer or anything else. But if you listen to any mortgage lawyer or people who deal with mortgages, you know you get a more favorable loan by classifying it as your primary residence. She did that. She's a lawyer. She knows better. No matter as big as your head is, you ought to have a brain in there because you have a very large head. Is it empty? See, you thought you can get away with it. All we have to do is really investigate each one of these people who's weaponizing the government. All of them break the law. Nancy Pelosi, insider trading. Chuck Schumer. Can we get Adam Schiff next, by the way? So I don't want to hear anything about what Donald Trump is doing. He promised to do this and that, so what? You don't like where it's going? He's Adolf Hitler, so what? He's a Nazi, so what? You like Nazis. Technically, most of you guys are nothing but Hitlers trying to tell us what to eat, where to live at, what kind of appliances we can have in our homes, what vehicle to drive, and now you're concerned about a dictator? I say, so what?